Okay. Well, I thought I would have a countdown. That happened this time. I don't know what I did. I'm still learning all this new stuff. So let me tell you what's going on because I'm really excited. But I found out that my recording of this particular topic had to be erased. It was okay. My audio wasn't working. So I have to redo it. However, if you um want to catch up on the original recording of this, it will be on my Spotify. I will actually embed this into um, the show notes. So if you don't want to watch this, would you rather hear the entire original broadcast? It is on Spotify because I'm going to try to keep this short because I'm so excited about what's getting ready to happen to me for me. I don't want to spend too much time doing this. So let me try to remember what I said the first time. And it's going to be. I will just give you a short, little bit about myself. I am a female who is classified. I'm a girl. Um, as as colorblind, which is not really the right word for people who have my deficiency. It's called a color deficiency, a what's it, a CVD, a color visual vision deficiency. And 1 in 12 men have it, so it's 8% of the it's what is it? 8% of the population? Or is it 80%? It's a lot of guys. Okay, and only 1 in 200 women are colorblind or have a color vision deficiency. Um, So there's about 12 million Americans. Um, so that would be 7% of the men and 4% of females of the whole population who have this deficiency. Now, I'd explained this to someone the other night. There are various forms of deficiencies. There are, I believe well, actually, there's actually four. Um, One is blue green, red blue, and there's another one, or it's yellow green, I think it is. The last one, it's a it's actually that person is truly colorblind because they can only see um black, white, and the tones in between, the gray tones in between. That is actually a person who's color. That is a very, very, very rare um deficiency. I can't remember the number of people who have it, but there's very few of them. So those people are actually truly colorblind. People with blue green, red blue, yellow, something, whatever, we have a deficiency. Really, what it means is that our rods and cones in the back of our eyes do not um, channel color the same way a person who doesn't have this problem has. Um, so, um, so like I said, some what it is mostly colors confuse us. Um, we could see certain colors, but um, I'm trying to put it this way: our eyes are trying to adjust to it sometimes, and or we can come up like myself. I've learned how the formulas work. Like if someone tells me to make something in red, I know how to mix the colors to get red or blue or green. Um, to a point where I can say they're red, blue, or green. You might say something different, but I've learned to deal with society because I did not know I had this deficiency. So I learned to kind of like, what's the best word, to fit in. And many people, many of us who have this deficiency, we have learned to fit in to society. Um, and what I understand with some talking to my doctor, Dr. Jennifer at Yesnick Visions Gallery, and I'll leave that address here. It's Yesnick is in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now I'm sorry, I did not even introduce myself. My name is Asar, and welcome to Thimble Hook Shuttle. All of that talking, I'm just now doing my intro. I'm learning. I'm learning. And I'm located here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And the studio I'm talking about, the Vision Studio Center, is actually they're certified in Las Vegas for low vision. And I'm not low vision, but I'm low color vision. Okay. So I am so happy to find this place. It's just amazing. If you are in Las Vegas and you have a problem seeing colors, this might be a great place for you to go. I also will leave a um, what is it called? I'll leave a link in the description so that if you want to try to see if you are colorblind or whatever, you can take the test. There's a test. It's simple, but to really get an idea where you at on that spectrum, it's advisable. I advise you to go in to see a doctor like they have at Yesnick because Dr. Jennifer, she actually took me through the whole scope of um, just to see where I'm at because there is a spectrum. Um, and and it takes a while to actually, if you truly have this deficiency, it takes a minute for your eyes to adjust to try to see what try to say what we see and try to verbalize what we see. Um, I'm trying to think of the best word for it because I've seen the commercials and I've seen some of the other stuff that people have placed on the internet on YouTube about um, using the glasses that help. They don't correct color blindness because this is um, an inherited gene deficiency. It's on my DNA. Okay. And by the way, um, as of my most women who aren't colorblind, if you have the gene, you've passed it on to your sons and your daughter, and she'll pass it on to her sons. So it's called an X. It's called an X. Not recessive. Not X. It's not recessive because is it recessive? Can't remember biology now, but it's carried from the female to her sons, just like male pattern baldness is also carried along to the male, carried by the female to the male members of her children. Um, so you can't fix this, you know. Don't try to fix me; it doesn't work. So anyway, it is carried. So it's not fixed. The glasses don't actually fix it. It helps us. Um, and the product now that's being used is by a company called Enchroma. If you see my thumbnails um, anywhere on the internet, I'm trying to use the ones that I have my glasses. Those were um, those were made for me by a company at the time called Enchroma. They no longer make glasses. I do understand that they make contacts, and you have to get them from, I believe it's a optical place in California. What I've understood back then, hold on, I need to get something to drink here. What I understood 10 years ago, I think it was like 10 years ago or 13 years ago, 14 years now, when I purchased my glasses, um, when I first purchased my, when I first started looking for help with this deficiency, I was told that in the state of Nevada, you cannot wear color correcting contact lenses in the casino. Don't try it because if you do wear them in the casinos, you will. eye in the sky, that security camera can pick them up and find out that, that they're color correcting. It's not like they're not the same as if you were trying to change your eye color. These are totally different, and you will get thrown out of casino, get blacklisted, and you will not be able to go into any casino. Well, especially that one. And the reason why is because all the casinos, will tell you a little secret, little Las Vegas dirty secret, the cards are marked. And they are marked in a way that if you have these lenses, you can see them. I don't know what it says. I never had the lenses, and I know gamble. People that live in Vegas, we're trying to keep our money. Y'all keep coming in, but it really doesn't trickle down to us. But I just don't go into the casinos. I'm not trying to read their cards. I've never, try to do that. Um, I did lose my glasses one time in a casino out in Reno, and they were picked up by the security desk, but they didn't check to see because they probably would have given them back to me. But I was very happy to get them because I was driving home into the sunlight, I think the sunset. Yeah, I was driving north, so I was driving into the sun, and I really, really needed them. For us, um, having this deficiency also makes us very sensitive to light, and certain times of the day and night, like dusk and twilight, really messes with our capability to see just the smallest of things. Um, and many things out here in the desert is camouflage. And believe it or not, we can see the camouflage stuff. So that's so funny because my son and I, we were watching something or we were looking at something and it was but we could see. It's like nobody could see it, but we were able to see what was supposed to be camouflaged. Um, and we also pick up on detail and movement and things like that. But anyway, um, I don't think you want to know much about that, and I'm not going to try to put too much of that in this. So if you want to know more, you can go to the Spotify. What I do want to put up, I do want to talk about because I took it out of the first because in the first recording it was part of the first recording is some of the things that I use to help me as a person with CBD because I'm a I am a textile artist and I use textiles and the colors and all of that stuff. And there are times when I do need help, especially if someone is requesting certain colors um, or certain things. If I'm doing it myself, if I'm doing it for myself, it doesn't matter. But sometimes I'll need to understand certain things. I just made a quilt and realized that I did not use one of my devices, and I kind of mixed up my light, mediums, and darks, all because it was so bright and so colorful that I was confused. It's for a baby. Don't worry, I don't think she cares. It's Barbie. I don't know if I showed you my Barbie quilt, but she's still hanging on the design wall, and it's time for her to be quilted. Um, So I'm gonna try to see if I can embed that into this video. I'm still learning this, so we'll see. Maybe I'll either in this, I will do it. I'm gonna write the time down and see if that'll help. And if that'll help do that, so you can see my Barbie quote, and then you can see I made a boo boo. Um, with also, like I said, I'm gonna show you some of the things that I use. Um, some of them, all of them can be purchased on Amazon. I am not an affiliate, but just so that if you have problems or if you have problems just choosing colors for your quilts, your yarns, I have not used it on my yarns. You know what I do with yarn? That cake stuff, gradients and all that. For me, it works perfect. If you've gone to my Instagram channel and you'll see I think the last Well, the last knitted Afghan that I made, it looks like a quilt, but I knitted it to look like I knitted it to make it look like a quilt, and that yarn was a cake yarn. I don't have to pick colors. It's already done. I don't have to worry about fighting people about what color I use. It's the one on the package that worked. Um, but the other blanket, I don't know how I chose those colors. It took a while for me to get those colors together, um, to make that blanket. I had the yarn, but I had to find a yarn to give me the stripes. It's a big story, but that was a woven blanket. But it took me a while to put that together to get that to work. I think it worked. It looks okay to me. Okay, so let's go with the tools. First thing I want to show you is what's called a value finder or color eliminator. That's what they call a color, not a value finder, color eliminator. And what these tools do, it eliminates the color, especially if you're blue, green, and red, yellow, if you have those issues. And I think these come two in a set. I didn't buy one of the ladies that I quilt with, was so nice, gifted these to me. I'm gonna try to stop hitting the microphone. All right, so this is the red one, and this is the green one. And what you do, let me see if I can. Now, this doesn't do it green because I'm not yellow green colorblind, so it doesn't really do much for me when I look through it. It makes light colors actually look darker to me. So um, this is the one that works for me because it takes out all the kind of reds and stuff, and I can see what is light, dark, and medium. I don't see any new colors or anything like that. It just eliminates things that are light, dark, and medium. Another thing that I use for light, dark, and medium, and when I don't have that with me, because I don't take my tools out of the house, is my trusty phone. Okay, I will take a picture of the colors I think are going to work, put them together, and I do this in the store. You know, the the people, the associates of the store, they get a little mad, but I only usually take 3 or 4 things, and I line them up on the table, take the picture, and eliminate the color so I can see if these will go together in those tones, if they will go together. Yeah, I would say tones because it's really just light, dark, and medium. Another one that I find really works is this huge one. It's called a value finder. Um, and this is really good when you have a lot of things that you want to work at one time. So if you have maybe 5, 6, or 7 fabrics, yarn, um, what else do I work with? Well, yeah, things like that that need to be arranged in some sort of way, or you can so they can be seen. This works great. This is a great thing to use. It takes all the color out of everything and actually just gives you the tones. Like I'm looking at the tones that are here, so I can tell you that. Okay, on here the stripes are dark. These are middle tones right in here, and on this side of the stripes are light. So that's what I see with this. It's almost like the 3D glasses that you get in the movies. Um, I, they always make you try to give them back. I'm taking my 3D glasses with me because they're helpful when I go out and to shop for yarns and fabric. Um, oh, by the way, I'm a textile artist and I work in quilting, sewing, knitting, crochet, and weaving. And those are my elements in my art. Just forget everything. I'm just really just flying by my seat of my pants here. Um, Another one that was gifted to me is this little book here. the little flip book, and it's called Colorful Quilters, Secrets of Color Success in Quilt Making. This comes in very handy when I am trying to, I think when I'm trying to blend or put colors together. This book actually sits next to my sewing machine, or it sits in my sewing room or at the sewing table. And it has a flip pages, so I can look at some of the things that I need to understand when I'm putting colors together. And this is, for me, I like this much more um, than the information that it has in here. Um, because without my glasses, I cannot really see what these colors really are. They'll say it like violet plus blue violet and red violet, stuff like that. That's what it says on this little in here. So it does show up to tell you, oh, here's the camera. Well, let me put it right next to the camera. But that doesn't really help me. What really helps is in the front of this flip book, it talks about choosing and using fabrics. It talks about creating texture with fabric. Let's see what else does it have on here. And it talks about the color wheel, but I have another book for that that actually has a very, very beautiful display of the color wheel. So it tells you how to use this book. So this is really a good little handy dandy device that I use in my sewing room. And like I said, sometimes, oh, how to create mood with color. So that's helpful. Like I said, all of this can be found on Amazon. Um, I use that flip book. I keep it in my sewing room on the sewing table just so I can, if I get caught or I have a question to my fabric, I use that and it helps a lot. Last but not least, I use this book. I love this. It's my favorite book. It is called, let's see, can we get this here? A Fiber Artist Guide to Color and Design. This book is, if you have, if you work with fiber, this is the book to have because this book, like I said, has that humongous color wheel in it, and it's really helpful. Of course, right now it's not helpful to me because I don't have my glasses, and I'm going to mention this again. But it also has what I love. It has a breakdown of how colors can be used. I'm sure that little book did the same thing, but this is just so helpful for me. So I know not only what I'm looking at, but to see what it looks like when I put them together. I'm not saying that the little book didn't help with some of that, you putting colors together, but it also give me all the tones in between. And that is so helpful when you have CBD. Because I don't know the names of these colors. I don't, people with CBD, we don't know their names. We just see them. And we don't really need to know the name of it because y'all be making up names and stuff that don't make no sense to us because we don't see what you're seeing. So it's just amazing for all of those things in between for us to have at our fingertips to name. So if I need to go find something that's hot pink and will that go with this particular burgundy? It works. So um uh, and we can see the balance in it. So it's just it's just amazing, this book. What I really like is the back of this book, and it does all this other good artist stuff that you learn in school. Um, but it's a reminder of things like contrast and uh, design principles, um, all of that stuff that if you went to design school like I did, you balance and Oh, just it's amazing. It's a great book. I can't tell you how much I love this book. But it also has like homework. It has workshops in the back of the book, and it's just you get like little homework so that you can really work on a color. You can really work with those colors, or it's just in the way they use it. They use different. Oh, here it is. This is great. It shows you different techniques that, as a fiber artist, that you I'm dropping stuff that you can use. So you're not stuck with just one type of homework. So here, as you can see, you have a quilt over here, and this is like paper collage. And down here, I'm trying to get the white, but as you can see, then you can't see it. Okay, so there's a lot of little different things. This is some kind of yarn work. So you're not just stuck on, how do I gotta make quilts? No, you can use a variety of different fiber techniques, mixed media to help you do the homework. I love this homework. I mean, if you are challenged, as I am, um, it gives you a way. I mean, sometimes you're not even making um, a quilt or anything. You're just trying to build up your. It's like exercise. Like if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. So it's the same thing. It's an exercise, and it's a great exercise that doesn't make your eyes tired. If you're well, even if you're not colorblind, you know what it is to have your eyes feel tired. Our eyes feel tired all of the time because we're trying to process what we're looking at. So if you see us, sometimes we just holding our eyes, and because we're trying to process it. For me, many times I need to take a nap because it's so much to try to process. Or I'll just watch something in black and white, or I'll just have the TV on or the radio. Besides, and not really look at it because just my eyes are tired. Okay, so for those, like I said, I want to make sure I show you some of the things that I use, some of the tools, equipment that I use. If you are colorblind or CBD, um, tell me, what do you use? How do you manage to get through life? How I found out was my son was tested by the school nurse, and the way she said it, she made me think that my child had blinded himself in school, and I had to leave work. I was working in the healthcare field at the time, and if you left before your shift was over without permission, or even with permission, you can be charged with abandonment. So I had explained to my charge nurse, I have to leave, and the nurse is telling me that my son is blind. I get to the school. She's really blasé about the whole thing, and I'm like, "Where's my son? Is he in the hospital? Where's he going? Did he poke his eye out with a pencil? He was running with scissors. What happened?" So she takes me out. She tried to show me this book with all of these different dots and stuff on it, and I'm like, "You called me in from work, so some dots on the page? Are you crazy, lady?" Anyway, she took me outside. We looked at this thing, and it's the same thing Dr. Jennifer uses, but it's her approach is totally different because she's a doctor, not this crazy school nurse. And she tells me, "Well, you're colorblind too." I'm like, "Well, okay, fine. Is my son okay? As long as he's not in the hospital, I'm good." And you almost got me fired. Had my license pulled. What's wrong with you? So I went back to work the next day, and I told my charge nurse, and she's like, "Oh, okay, that explains why you keep putting these charts in the wrong place." No idea. I didn't know. And she's like, "From now on, you just write the notes, and we're going to put your charts up for you." And from then on out, I kind of knew before I had a problem with color. Um, and I thought maybe it was my education and that the school system didn't help me. But I couldn't blame the school system because my parents bought me this when I was a kid. They bought me that big box of Crayola crayons. You know, the ones with the little sharpener in them. Yeah, I had all the education, color education you could have ever wanted. And being a kid, well, I was the only child for a long time, so I had fun. I have 5 brothers and a nephew, but there was a period of 5 years when I just had me, okay, and my older brother. It was me and my older brothers, but they were so much older than me, I was like the only child. So anyway, divert, squirrel. Um, so it wasn't my education. And before that, I went for a job. This is when I would say when my daughter was born, the women's movement had really opened up jobs for for women that were not in the fields that we were used to. And Bell Telephone, that's how old I am. Yeah, I was there when Alexander created the thing. And Bell Telephone was opening up lineman jobs for women. And I went in and I applied. I took the test. It came out I was colorblind. And I'm like, y'all just don't want to hire women. And I had to fight with the guys outside because they swear we were taking jobs from the men. Honey, if your big burly butt can't climb up a pole and put some wires together, don't tell me I'm taking your job. You might need to go to the gym. You might need to get some colorblind glasses because that's what I needed. I didn't know. So I was told then, I ignored it. That was in 76. Um, and then I found out again in the 90s that I had this issue, and I still kind of ignored it because no one did anything. No one knew what to do. There's matter of fact, your insurance don't even cover it. ADA does not even recognize us as having a problem. So until you rear in someone, and then it's you're an idiot because you ran into them. No, or I couldn't see their taillights. So that's we have to anticipate everything when we're driving and when we're out in the street. So we actually deal more with feelings than we do with actually what we see. Um, so anyway, I'm trying to get this up. So back to the Enchroma because I want to like wrap this all up. I have um, gone to Yesnik and I had ordered my glasses. Well, put it this way: glasses that you see me in the thumbnail with, I had those glasses since 2010, 2012. They were the only studio, they were the only labs that made those glasses. Even if my vision didn't change too bad, um, oh, my microphone, too badly until I started having cataracts. So my vision didn't really change too much. I kept those glasses. I mean, I've lost them. I found them. I lost them, and then this summer I lost them and could not find them again. And that's when I found out that Enchroma does not make these glasses anymore. I went back to the old um, Vision Center, and they told me that Enchroma does not make glasses anymore. And I don't know how I found Yesnik. I had an incident at Sam's Club. We tried to order some glasses. I thought they would work. The color that I picked out, the lenses that I picked out, because I was really desperate. And when I put them on, everything was yellow. It's just like I had cataracts again. And I'm like, that did not work. So we looked, and we found the Yesnik Vision Center, and I think it's Vision Gallery. But I'll leave all that information down in the show notes. And I found them. I got tested. I met Dr. Jen. We talked on the phone for maybe a half an hour. She let me know that the testing, your insurance will not pay for it. And it's about $60 to get tested at their center. You can do the free one, but if you think you are colorblind and you need to come in for the glasses, it's about $60. I don't know. At this time, it might have changed, but it's not. I think it's not non-refundable. I think it's non-refundable if you buy your glasses or it's put into your glasses. I don't remember. Anyway, This was a while ago that I was tested, and I ordered the glasses, and it was crazy. My insurance, I have a crazy insurance that won't pay for certain things, but it will allow me to have a budget to pay for other things. I thought I had it. My dentist tried to use all the money for some work she didn't do. So anyway, we got the deposit, and then in the new year, I had the money get my down glasses. So it's been a while, and I called today, and my glasses are here. My glasses are here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My glasses are here. Oh, I am so excited. Now you know what I'm trying to hold off. I am delighted. I'm gonna go tomorrow. It's way late. Right now it's like 3 in the morning, but I have to get there before 2 o'clock. Well, I want to get there before one, so because it takes about an hour to get adjusted and everything, and just to make sure everything's okay. So I want to get there early enough, feed the dogs, get out the house, and maybe I'm so excited I will wake up early and just don't care and get over there because it's like way across town. Um, oh darn, how do I get there? Because some of our highways are shut down right now. I don't have to go. I don't have to go down 15. Okay, I know a way to get there without using all the other stuff. But anyway, I'm excited. I'm very excited. Now it does take a while to get adjusted to the glasses, and I'm going to give you follow up how I'm doing, what I'm doing. You just don't put these glasses on and it changes everything. It takes a minute, even when even when you know this, because like I said, I used my glasses for 10 years, and I notice it right away when I don't have them. But it will take a while for my eyes to adjust. Every day is going to be different. Some days I might not even want to see what I think I'm seeing. I would say my original glasses took me about a month to get truly adjusted to all the things around me and not to be startled for stuff that I didn't see. Um, there's the only time I really, really teared up is when I actually started using when she showed me the indoor glasses. Um, I'm going to try to deal with Enchroma directly to see if they would kind enough to use me as an affiliate and to allow me to have the indoor glasses um, as I don't know, for telling you about this because I know most people use who purchase the Enchroma glasses, especially the men, they kind of kick it to the curb. Well, I love men, but some of y'all got some little pea brains because you just don't put these glasses on and have all these expectations. I mean, the commercials are even slanted as far as I'm concerned. They really need to have someone come on and tell you that it takes minutes, hours, days to really, really, really get adjusted to these glasses and to see all that you couldn't see. And that's the thing, all the things that you thought or uh, couldn't make word, I still can't make words for it. And that's the thing, when you're truly colorblind, we don't have words because we don't have words for certain colors because we don't know that. You know, we don't know this color. We don't know it. So, I mean, after all the things I did in my life, I worked at a car dealership twice in my life. And I would ask people, I would say, oh, yeah, it's wonderful. Your beautiful car. Now, what color would you say your car is today? And a lady caught me because her husband was colorblind. And, but that's how we get through life. We pretty much get in the fit in. But, to see things. Now spring is coming, hopefully in the next couple of months. The idea of seeing the birds that you see or seeing things grow that you see, I don't see. Like the moss on a tree or we have these trees out here called mesquite trees, and a certain side of the tree is green, and then there's another side that's kind of brownish that the green faces the sun. All these years I lived out here, and I never noticed that until I tried on these glasses outside. Because you have to be pointed out to a lot of things that you don't see. You just kind of ignore them. Anyway, I've been here for more than 40 minutes. Time to wrap this crap up. I need to get up in the morning and get my glasses. I'm so excited. So please, please come back, see more about this. Hopefully this recording works. And like I said, I'm so excited. Come back. I'll show you the glasses. And I'll give you an update on where I'm at and what's going on with them. And see luck that I get there tomorrow without having an accident. Peace, everybody. Have a good night. Take care of yourself. Stay healthy. Stay well.